I was at my first job after graduation, trying hard to perform my job well, but my manager would show her displeasure by throwing the documents I had prepared for her approval onto the floor, or make nasty comments about me. She expected me to put up with her demeaning behaviour, and I did, until I couldn't anymore because I felt so worthless and so useless I would cry myself to sleep. In this 7th episode, let's discuss meanness. A lot of us put up with other people's meanness, from rude drivers on the roads, to unforgiving family members, to friends who put us down passive-aggressively, and what we don't realize, ourselves. Yes, we can really be mean to ourselves with the same thoughts circling inside our heads. I hate myself, I'm not good enough, I'm so useless. We're always looking for anything and anyone to blame, especially ourselves. Narcissistic or manipulative people usually have a lack of self-love. A person with self-love would respect others and find no need for validation. In fact, they are the ones who would lift others up to be as good as, if not better than themselves, quietly without flaunting. So it's quite telling when we see people showing off their wealth and looks for the world to see, and people who are very outspoken, who are always protesting and challenging something, they are similarly seeking and craving for self-love. When we have been conditioned to not love ourselves, we too might perpetuate this meanness by being mean to others unknowingly. And as like attracts like, a person who lacks self-love will attract the same types of people into their lives. It's a vicious cycle until you put a stop to it. Acknowledging that you have a problem with self-love is a great start, because you would have noticed a patterning in your life by now. For example, you're always getting a mean boss. You're always dating a man with commitment issues. You end up over-exercising or have an eating disorder. You find solace in addictions like smoking, drinking, or hoarding. It's time to stop these patterning by being unmean to yourself and reprogramming the dialogues in your head. Being mean doesn't just include obvious outward actions of bullying or demeaning others. Blaming is also a trait of being mean, because when you blame something or someone, you're pushing away every bit of responsibility to find answers that can resolve problems, and that is a mean thing to do. Blaming is an undesirable trait, but unfortunately, we also blame ourselves a lot. You must have heard this before. You only have yourself to blame, which is something you should never say to anyone because it's a very mean thing to say. Remember, what we want is to resolve problems so that we can uncover the unbridled self-love that is you. Super Farmers, wellness made simple for everyone.